This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to the Lee Pitts Live. We're so thrilled that you stayed with us. We have a fabulous lineup here today. Get a chance to talk to the man, the myth, and the legend. He is the commander of this particular Legion, the American Legion Post 38, where we are today in the gallery of the Legion downtown Fort Myers. So without further ado, let's welcome in Kevin Boyd. Let's get a bump in, Kevin. Good to get you back on the show, man.
Good to be back, Lee.
Tell me, first of all, what does it do in terms of the overall promotion of what you guys do in the Legion world to have a TV show come here and spend 4 weeks on the set here?
Wow, that's exciting as heck, because one of the problems with the American Legion, they don't do a great job telling people what they do.
And you do so many great things. I mean, I spent time with you prior to this and in other places, and just every time you tell me what's going on, I realize it's just a magnificent story.
Yes, it is. We have so many things that we do. We work throughout the community with Show Point. We do a monthly meeting at, it used to be Emeritus, Assisted Home Living, talk to the veterans there. We have a food pantry. We get food that veterans can come here and get 5 days a week. They need food, whatever they need.
You're just there for the people. And what you do here at the American Legion Post 38 in downtown Fort Myers is the general mission of Legions all around the world or internationally as well? All around the United States and internationally?
Well, the mission of the American Legion is to take care of, support our troops, take care of our veterans, and serve our community. A lot of posts are out there. You know, we do programs like Boy State, go to the high schools, get kids, send them up to Tallahassee, let them experience what it is to form a government and be part of something that's bigger than them. And, you know, with that, we're all out there just trying to be part, getting involved in different nonprofits, downtown helping out with the River District Alliance, either with Police Athletic League or the American Red Cross. My biggest problem when somebody asks me, I have a problem, I can't say no.
That's right. Now, I noticed that even in going to your social media page, I see where you and the Legion are out there involved in the community, helping with fundraisers, cleaning up. I think during Easter you did something specific. Talk about that.
Well, this Easter, what we did is we made Easter dinner. I came in and I cooked Easter dinner for everybody. We served about 25, 30 dinners. And then afterwards, I had to go home and make dinner for my parents. So it was really nice. People came in, they were just amazed. They were telling me the food was great. And it makes me feel good that people appreciate what you do for them.
And that contact information that we have coming up on the screen, people can go there at any time and learn more about the American Legion Post 38. Now, where are we physically right now? I mean, I see all these beautiful pictures on the wall, and our audience seeing them on the screen now.
Right now, we are in the first art gallery in an American Legion Post in the country.
Really?
This is the first one. You know, we sat and thought about what can we do to help veterans that have PTSD. Well, when they paint or they do 3D, it's therapy for them. So it helps them to overcome some of the pain, because a lot of times people don't realize some of the scars you can't see. And these veterans, their biggest problem is asking for help. They let their pride stop them from saying, hey, you know what, I need a hand with this. But we go out there and push them and tell them, hey, listen, you got a problem? Talk to us. We're here to help you.
Who came up with the concept of a gallery?
I did.
Okay. And tell me what prompted that for you?
Well, one of the reasons is because I'm the president of the River District Alliance downtown, and we have Art Walk. So I said, what a great way to show off the post and open an art gallery. Well, when we opened it, and from a lot of the interviews and stuff, we have veterans coming from other American Legion posts just to see the art gallery.
And you're really proud of that flag that's hanging on the wall. Tell us about that flag.
The flag over here that we have was made in Norhauser concentration camp. Those people, they worked at the rocket propulsion. When they couldn't work anymore, they sent them to Norhauser to die. They got no food, no water, no medical attention. These people, they made this flag with scraps of their clothing, so they had to hide it. And one of the biggest things that's the most powerful to me is with all hope lost, they still believe America was coming to save them. And to me, that's one of the biggest things. You know, today you don't have that. People are saying, oh, America's coming. Oh, they say go away. But, you know, it means a lot. And I use that flag as a background picture because what it symbolized, with all hope lost, there's still hope.
Tell us about your military background.
Ooh. Well, I'm a 30-year Navy veteran. I spent 3 years active duty. I did 26 and a half years in the Seabees, in the reserves. I mean, I've traveled so much around the world and seen so many different things. I can tell you, if it wasn't for me going into the military, I probably would have never seen half of the things that I've seen. But it gave me a view of what the overall picture of life is at 21 years old, and know that when you come back home, my God, I am so glad I'm back in America.
Now, the military, you speak highly of the military and that experience. You still encourage people now in the modern society to consider a career in the military?
Absolutely. What I've done is we work with the Army Recruiting Command, and we've got the mayor, and we just did last week 67 letters the mayor wrote to new recruits joining the Army, congratulating them, letting them know about the rigorous training that they're going to do, and telling them what a great job they're going to do and how the city of Fort Myers appreciates that.
Now, early on, you mentioned the pantry. I want to go back to the pantry as we look at some footage of the pantry. Tell us some things that you do with that pantry, and how did you get all that food that's in the pantry?
A lot of the food comes from Harry Chafin Food Bank, and a lot of it from donations. Enterprise Holding Company just August donated 10,000 canned food items. Holmes Marsh Elementary School and Lehigh Acres donated over 4,000 canned food. And what makes that so special is 90% of those kids in that school are on food assistance. And they thought that much to donate food to a veteran. And that means a lot because it's obvious the kids get it.
So people can just walk in various times of the day and go into that pantry?
Yep. And if somebody needs food, all they got to do is come to the door, let us know, hey, you know, can you help me out with some food? You got it.
Now, the American Legion Post 38 has operating hours. What are those hours?
Our operating hours, we open up at 9 in the morning and we're here till 8 o'clock at night. Unless there's a special event going, we'll be a little later.
And I know you're always working.
Yeah.
What are the requirements to become a member of the American Legion?
To be a member of the American Legion, you would have to have served during a time of conflict. And those are requirements. They have them on the application certain times. Since 9/11, anybody that has served from now to 9/11 is eligible because we are in a constant conflict right now.
When was this particular post chartered?
This post was chartered September 5th, 1919.
1919. That was over almost 100 years old.
Yep, this post this September will be 98 years old.
Well, we certainly got to try to be back here during your 100th year anniversary.
Well, we want to do a time capsule and dig it out there and put it out there for 25 years and see what happens 25 years later. I don't know if I'm going to still be around. That'd put me at like 87 years old.
You still should be around. Okay. I don't see any reason why not. You seem like you get out and you walk and you run and you do some things. I've seen you look like you in a walkathon or something like that.
Well, I'm a caregiver for my parents that are 93 and 98, so they keep me going.
Well, we're just so happy to have the opportunity to come here and to bring the television show here and to show off all the great things that are happening here in downtown. Speaking of downtown, you are actually the president of the River District something.
River District Alliance. It used to be called the Downtown Property Management Corporation.
Tell us what that is, what that entails. I want people to know about how the military has you in such leadership capacity.
Well, because of being on the River District Alliance and also being the president, we were able to put on the second Veterans Day Parade back in 2013, which was the first time in 43 years that there was a Veterans Day Parade downtown Fort Myers. So by bringing us down there, you know, we started with helping them with the barricades when they first asked us, hey, could you come and help out? I said, sure. We went there and the lady goes, my God, you guys, they never leave. I said, well, that's the first thing you're taught in boot camp. You don't leave your post until you're properly relieved. So those guys will stay there until you say, hey, listen, leave, go.
I see. Final question. People who are watching this now and want to be join, they don't necessarily have to live downtown area. They can live wherever they want to live and still be a member here. I see you saying yes on that. And why do you need more membership? Why is it always important to continue to increase that membership?
Well, our membership base here, the average age is 80. We're trying to bring in a newer and younger set of veterans to help continue to move on, because at the rate we're going, the older people are dying off. So we need that young blood. And me, for one, I'm not going to try and do something. If there's a young guy 30 years old, I'll let him do it. I don't need to prove it.
Okay. Well, you certainly don't have to prove anything, Mr. Commander. You've done an outstanding job. So proud of you and all the things that you and this Legion and other Legions have done for our country. Thanks for your service to our country as well. What you did in the military gives me and other people the freedoms that we have today.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.